Hi, my name is Atsushi Seike. I'm from the session of new models for aging society. I am one of the discussion leader there. And one important thing that I have learned from the session is, in order to cope with aging population, it is extremely important for us to promote the employment of older people. If more older people who have the will and the ability are able to continue working beyond the current retirement age, many of the problems caused by aging population could be solved or at least be softened to some extent. The increase in number of active workers and active consumers in their old age will be a driving force of economic growth, both in demand side and supply side of the macroeconomy in the aging society. And also, it will reduce the per capita burden of the cost of aging society. I mean, particularly the cost of social security in the aging society. And this is another important aspect. So anyway, we need to establish a lifelong active society in which the will and the ability of older people can be fully utilized. And I think in order to make it possible, some of our public systems, including our public pension system, should be devised not to, discourage older people to continue working. Also, at the workplace, the retirement age should be raised. So again, in order to make it possible, we need to revise such employment practices as seniority-based wages that may make the employment of older people more costly for the employer. Anyway, these public systems and employment practices are a man-made system, so we will be able to revise or overcome some the negative effect from these institutions. Now, I'm from Japan, and the Japan is now the world #1 aging society. I mean, the proportion of older people aged 65 years old and over is now almost 1/4 of total population. So we definitely need to have a lifelong active society. Then, last year, the Great East Japan earthquake that struck on the March of 11 uh, last year, and that earthquake and the resulting tsunami, made a tremendous disaster on an unprecedented scale. So we should not fail to reconstruct the affected area as soon as possible. And we know that the affected area is even faster aging than the rest of Japan. I mean, the proportion of older people in the affected area is much higher in comparison with the case of the Japan as a whole. So we have to make a reconstruction project under the pressure of aging population in the affected area. And in fact, many older people in the affected area have worked to sustain the local community and to sustain the local businesses. So I think a great outcome would be if we can make this reconstruction project as the model of a lifelong active society in which the will and the ability of older people will be fully utilized, and which is necessary for the aging Japan in the future, as well as the rest of the world sooner or later. Thank you very much.